We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
A first down carry for Barkley. A little juke, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Jalen Hyatt was the intended target.
And it's third down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They'll look to throw again. Campbell making the catch.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And caught it up. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Commanders 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Giants 28, Commanders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Washington going to send out their punter on, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a toss here, short side. Oh, look at the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with...
He's got a man, complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 73 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And some room to work.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown, Giants!
Anthony Schwartz
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
79 yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Deron Payne drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about. I'm not going to.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Fighting and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, but ultimately fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now yet another incompletion here as he failed to connect on third. On third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half works because the bottom half that is in question. Those are the kids that you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown. extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down, New York.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 tight, 18 pioneer.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now back to throw. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.